Everything you do trains your audience on how they should interact with you. If you're always offering discounts, they will wait until your next discount before they buy. If you only show up when you have something to sell them, they won't buy from you. If you only ever sell low-ticket offers, they might struggle to see the value in something that is higher priced. Hey, welcome back to Imperfect Action. This is episode 752. Today, I'm sharing 23 of my favorite daily biz boosters from 2023. So if you're not familiar with the daily biz boosters, I have a separate email list where every single day, the people on that list receive a little daily biz booster. Sometimes these are tips, sometimes these are reflection questions, sometimes these are random little thought bubbles in my head, and I send them every single day. So there were 365 of them last year, and I've gone through and I've picked out my 23 favorite ones that I'm going to share with you in today's episode. Number 1, if you've set lofty goals for yourself this year, but you're not feeling confident enough to go after them just yet, here's a reminder for you from psychologist Nick Wignall. Confidence isn't the absence of fear, it's the belief that you will be okay despite your fear. Number 2, waiting to feel motivated to do the thing you've been putting off? This is for you. Most people are confused about the source of motivation. They think motivation is the spark that automatically produces lasting eagerness to do hard work. The greater the motivation, the more effort you're willing to put in. Actually, motivation is a result. Motivation is the pride you take in the work you have already done, which fuels your willingness to do even more. That is from the book, The Motivation Myth by Jeff Hayden, and it's a fantastic book. If you haven't read that one, go on and read that book. Okay, Daily Biz Booster number 3. When we're about to make a financial investment, we usually spend some time weighing up whether the return will be worth it. But most of us don't think twice when we're choosing to allocate our time to a particular task. We don't ask ourselves, will the time I spend doing this task generate a return that's worth it? We can always earn more money, but we can't earn more time. That one was one that I wrote myself. So with the daily biz boosters, some of them are quotes from other people. Some of them are my own thoughts. I'll add that in here. Number 4, everything you do trains your audience on how they should interact with you. If you're always offering discounts, they will wait until your next discount before they buy. If you only show up when you have something to sell them, they won't buy from you. If you only ever sell low-ticket offers, they might struggle to see the value in something that is higher priced. Number 5 ways you are leaving money on the table in your business. Number 1, by only launching each offer once. Number 2, by not having a sales process for each offer. Number 3, by not giving enough calls to action. Number 4, by being too afraid that they will unfollow or unsubscribe to ever sell your offers. And number 5, by not asking, why didn't you buy? Daily Biz Booster number 6, when your product solves a problem for somebody, selling it becomes less about your product and more about how you are helping your potential buyer. It becomes less about building hype and telling people to buy it, and more about educating them about the problem that they are experiencing and the solution to their problem. You have the solution to someone's problem, and you are doing them a disservice if you don't tell them about it. 7, don't enjoy selling? Remember this. Selling is simply the process of helping your audience to make a decision about whether your offer is going to be the right solution to their problem. It doesn't have to feel icky. Number 8, consuming endless free content is making you feel overwhelmed. That's because most free content just tells you about your problem and gives you an endless to-do list of things that you should be doing. The solution is to pick one solution and follow the process step by step. And this usually means that you have to invest in it, unfortunately. Number 9, if you've got a big, daunting task on your to-do list that you keep putting off, adding constraints will help you to get it done. Tell yourself that you can only write 300 words and then you have to stop. Or tell yourself that you can only work for 25 minutes and then you have to stop. And once you get started, you might find that you just want to keep going. Number 10, owning and growing your online business has many, many perks, but that doesn't mean it's going to be fun all of the time. Yes, it's fun most of the time, but you're still going to have to do the things you don't want to do, things that feel scary, and you're still going to have moments where you're like, what am I doing? But these moments will pass and you will learn that this is all part of the process. And eventually you'll grow to the point where you can hire somebody else to do the things that aren't your cup of tea, but might be theirs. Number 11, Here's a quick hack if you want to take some time off from your business, but you don't already have all your foundations in place. Step 1, what are all of the things that need to happen while you're away from your laptop? Step 2, for each of these things, will you prepare it in advance? Will you delegate it? Will you automate it? Or will you delete it altogether? Number 12, planning too much might be killing your confidence. I recently got back from a trip to the US, and for the first time ever, I decided to rent a car and drive on the wrong side of the road. I did so much Googling of how to drive on the right-hand side of the road, and I nearly talked myself out of it. When I arrived at the rental car place, I was terrified. It turns out it was a lot easier than I could have imagined. 2 hours after I first sat in the car, I was driving along feeling totally confident, and that's because you build confidence by doing, not by planning. Number 13. Need some fresh inspiration for your content, your offers, or your messaging? Here are 3 questions to ask your audience. Number 1, what are you struggling with when it comes to your area of expertise? Number 2, what are your goals for whatever your area of expertise is this year? And then number 3, what is standing in the way of you reaching those goals? Daily Biz Booster number 14. The stages of creating freedom in your business. So there are 4 main stages of creating freedom in your business. Stage 1 is the bicycle. You're pedaling all the time, but your business stops when you stop pedaling. Stage 2 is the e-bike. You're still pedaling, but now you have some systems. Maybe you have an assistant to help you out. Stage 3 is the car. It runs itself, but you still need to be there to push the accelerator and turn the steering wheel. And then stage 4 is the self-driving car, where it runs and it steers by itself. What stage is your business at? And what do you need to do to move it to the next stage? Number 15, when you are working with your clients, whether that's one-on-one in a course, a program, or some other format, you might not realize it, but you are suffering from the curse of knowledge. In the book Made to Stick, Chip Heath and Dan Heath tell us, once we know something, we find it really hard to imagine what it was like not to know it. This is the curse of knowledge. And for you to get your clients the best results, you have to do your best to put yourself into their shoes. Number 16, are you being the kind of client you wish to attract? When I first heard this question from James Wedmore, it felt quite uncomfortable. I'm often the person who signs up for courses and doesn't attend a single call, yet I wish to attract students who show up to every single call in my own courses. Where are you not being the kind of client you wish to attract? Are you hoping your clients will invest in working with you when you refuse to invest in yourself? Are you wanting to attract clients who always pay their invoices or payment plans on time, and yet you don't pay on time? Where are you not being the kind of client you wish to attract? Number 17, if you are trying to control the outcome of a launch, of a project, of your goals, here is something I learned the hard way. When we are so focused on something turning out the exact way we planned it to, we miss the ideas and the inspiration and the opportunities that are floating past us because they don't fit the exact plan we had for how it would look. And in reality, we have no control over anything, and trying to control how something turns out is exhausting and it zaps our creativity. Okay, number 18. I love this ABZ method for tackling overwhelm, which I learned from Shan Puri. There are 3 things you need to know when you're tackling a new project. A, where are you now? B, what is the next step? And Z, or Z if you're American, what is the goal? That is it. You don't need to have the entire journey planned out yet. Number 19. We all need to start somewhere. We overachieving business owners put so much pressure on ourselves to get it perfect the first time around. And when we don't, we are our own worst critics. We believe that just because we are doing our thing in the world, that things will be smooth sailing. But the thing is that step 1 is there for a reason, and step 2 is too. So don't skip the easy steps because they're actually essential for the whole road ahead. Start from the beginning and learn as you go. Then you'll set yourself up for whatever success means to you rather than setting yourself up to fail, which will then, fuel that inner critic a little bit more. Number 20, you are responsible for the business that you have created, and that can be a brutal truth to swallow, but it can also be a great thing because it means you have the power to change it. No one else is going to hand you a permission slip to do what you need to do, and if you're waiting for their approval, you've got a long limbo ahead. The ball is in your court. Number 21, there are 5 key areas that impact how well your offers will sell. Number 1, your offer suite, your sales process, your offer messaging, your marketing, and your mindset around selling. So if your offers aren't selling how you want them to, ask yourself, which of these key areas could I improve? Number 22, if your audience is telling you, I can't afford it right now, or I don't have time right now, that means they don't see your offers as a priority, which means you're either talking to the wrong people or your sales process isn't showing them why they need to prioritize this right now. Number 23. If you have a small audience, it is going to be much easier to sell 10 $1,000 offers rather than 100 $100 offers, simply because you don't have that kind of reach just yet. And start to think about their next step once they buy from you. What problem can you solve after they have finished their offer? That way you can increase their lifetime journey by guiding them through your offer suite like a nicely crafted journey. So that's 23 of my favorite daily biz boosters. We have a whole nother 365 coming your way this year. If you're not on that list for the daily biz boosters, head on over to stephtaylor.co/DBB. I popped the link in the show notes, or you can send me a DM on Instagram. I'm there at stephtaylor.co. Just send me the word DBB and I will send you the link to sign up for that and get those daily biz boosters in your inbox every day. Thank you so much for listening. Catch you next time.